The White House would also have you believe that the greatest threat to Western civilization is the Russians. Now, the Russians are no friend of the West. There's no doubt about that. But if you look at the polling out there, there was a recent Wall Street Journal poll that showed that 73% of Americans view China, not Russia, as the greatest economic threat to the United States, and they view 50-something percent, I think it's 52 or 53%, view China as the greatest security threat. So again, a majority view it as the greatest economic and security threat. You talked a lot about holding China accountable there. How do you do it? What are the Republicans going to do, assuming you guys get the majority back next year? How do you actually hold the Chinese Communist Party accountable?
Well, make no mistake, Russia is an adversary, and unfortunately, Vladimir Putin was measuring Joe Biden in his first year of presidency, and he saw a very weak commander-in-chief, whether it was the catastrophic withdrawal in Afghanistan, the slap on the wrist for the cyber attacks by Russian actors on U.S. critical infrastructure. We need to have American strength, and that means investment in a strong national defense. That does not mean endless deployment of troops, but that means standing with our allies and partners and having effective deterrence and strong sanctions. Moving to China, I agree with the American people that China is the single greatest, not only national security threat, but economic security threat, frankly, that my generation and my son's generation is going to face. On the Armed Services Committee, we've been very focused, as I said, making sure that we win the race in emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, cyber, data. We also need to be cracking down on China's theft of our IP, our theft of our technologies, our theft of our manufacturing, our theft of our businesses. This is a huge, huge risk, and I think there's a huge opportunity for Republicans to lead on that effort. One important note for your listeners is there used to be bipartisan understanding that a rising communist China would create a significant threat. And we were days away, this is about a year ago, of announcing a bipartisan China task force. The Dems walked away from that. They walked away, and Republicans continued to pursue our China task force priorities, which is, again, holding China accountable. But that says a lot, that what does China have on these House Democrats? Well, we know what they have on Eric Swalwell, which is not good. He is compromised, and he's going to be kicked off the House Intelligence Committee. But I think that shows that Democrats are unwilling to take on China, Republicans are willing to, and we know how important it is.